Hi, Joey.
Hi, Nana.
What are we going to do today?
Put IOD Inlays on a board.
Yep. We chose...
A Christmas tree.
Yep.
It only has 2 ornaments on it.
Yep, but that's okay.
And no star.
No star. But remember, it only barely just fits on our board. It just fits, right?
Perfectly.
Yeah. So, we pre-painted our board one time with... Which color?
It was...
DIY.
Mermaid tail.
Mermaid tail. Mermaid tail. And we don't want it that dark when we put our tree on. Because the second coat is going to grab our tree, right?
So we're going to paint white for the second coat.
Well, white, or we're going to... I thought we decided light blue.
White.
Oh, you sure? We said light blue. Because you really like blue, I thought. You want to do straight white? We can do straight white. We don't have to mix it.
That's why light blue.
Well, we could try it. And if you don't like, we'll look at the color.
I really want to do light blue.
Because you wanted it to look sort of like the sky, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because then we were going to try to see if we would be able to mix.
I thought it was white because there was white on the plate.
Yeah, because I...
The dinner plate. We're going to eat the paint.
I think we're going to need to throw some more white on here. Because we're using beadboard to lighten up the mermaid tail this time, right? We're going to use a different brush because this is going to come out really dark if we don't. And we don't want it too dark. But they mix pretty.
There was a whole pile of brushes on the table.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Are we mixing well? We could let it sort of just be all kinds of blended colors.
Seems to be changing colors.
Because we've got to get a good coat. Yep. We got to get a good coat of paint on there to hold down that inlay, right?
Have you seen this color before?
This exact color? I don't know. I'm sure somebody has mixed vintage or beadboard and mermaid tail before. But, okay. So remember, when we do our inlay, we have to get a good wet coat of paint down. So we can't paint super slow. You got to paint so it all stays wet.
Fast.
So we can put our tree on there, right?
Okay, so when to start?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, let's go.
Remember, if we don't get to the edge, it's okay because you sort of like that other dark color, so we can let some of that show. Just the middle to the top is where we have that tree. Oh, are we dripping down the side? A little bit. Can I do a little bit? I don't want you to be worried.
Yeah. I'm going fast. I'm going as fast as I
That's why we're going together, right? I mean, we don't have to be too panicked, but sometimes I know you paint a little slower. Okay. Put that all on there, nice fresh paint, huh? And the nice thing with this kind of paint, if it started getting dry on us, I think we could probably just squirt it with a little bit of water and get it active again, because what's the magic of this paint?
It has white?
No, there's no top coat. So it stays active. Get that part in here.
But there's going to be the Christmas tree.
Yep, now get this part here. It looks like it's missing a little bit.
Oh no.
We're good.
We need some water.
We could squirt a smidgen on it.
Can I squirt it? I love squirting.
I know you do. I'll let you squirt when we get the paper down. So just run down through the middle, honey. Oops. Get all the way to here. Oop. Okay. Are you ready for this?
Oops.
That's okay. Here, give me your brush. You're okay. You're okay. Okay, we're going to lay our tree on there, okay? Are you ready?
Yeah.
It's non-toxic paint, so you're fine.
I found it.
Oops. Go all the way to the, well, here, let's make this one sit. Is it gonna all fit?
Yep. It's perfect.
Okay, so brush from the inside out a little bit. Rub it all down. And then get your brayer.
Don't we have a brayer?
Mm-hmm. Run your brayer across it to get it set down in that paint. Go all the way to that, get those little branches there. Oops, that's okay. We'll grab this towel and just run it across there and dry it off, or wipe it off. Okay, here, keep going. Cover it all. And then we've got to spray it with some water.
Can I spray it? Oh, it's getting messy. It is getting messy.
What do you mean it's getting messy? What's messy? That's okay. Okay, now squirt some water across it. We need it to be, don't soak it, just, remember that keeps going, honey. Okay, you're probably pretty good there. A little bit, right? Oh, we'll spread it with the towel. So you take your towel and go like that. Can you do that? You don't need to cover the whole board.
Make one more squirt.
Well, see, the part where there's no picture isn't really the part that you have to worry about getting wet. It's
Okay.
all the ones where the picture is.
Okay.
Like,
Let's peel.
no, we don't peel yet. We have to let it sit. And we're gonna let this dry. We need like 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes. But if we wait at least 5, we can do 5 minutes. And then after that 5 minutes, we can blow dry it a little bit and then I'll make it go faster. But while we're waiting, we could make our frosting. Because what were we gonna do with frosting? Because you said this needed a bottom, so we can make paint frosting for our snow.
Oh, like, can
hold
I
on.
get something?
Well, hold on. What are you gonna get? Oh, like the block we did before?
Huh?
Yeah, to make the
With
snow
the
like
frosting?
that. Yeah. That's the frosting we're gonna make. So we're gonna make it.
Like the frosting with the last project that we did.
Yeah. So if we make our, you're just gonna keep walking away? Because if we use the Jamie Ray paint, the cottage colors, and the paint frosting, we can mix that together just on a plate or something. And this sets up faster than when you do it with Debbie's. Because Debbie's
Oh, it's donut frosting.
DIY paint, they're both made by Debbie's, but
Oh, it's donut frosting.
donut frosting.
Donuts.
It's not really for donuts.
I know it's paint. Paint would taste good on donuts.
Why don't you go grab a spoon?
We're paint spoons.
And that's over there.
Yay, we can eat.
You need to stir this too. Oh, the spoon will work. Right there. Did you see one? Come quick. So we take the paint, we'll stir it up, because this kind has a top coat, right? It's one of the cottage colors. And this one is white linen. And if we get it mixed well, and then we put a couple of drops of paint frosting, it'll thicken right up.
Whoa.
And then we'll be able to make our snow.
Ow, this is uncomfortable.
We'll sit up.
I'm tired. I don't know why.
Wonder how much snow we want.
Maybe a little more than how much we put on there. Could we do the same thing on the bottom that we did with that?
The same thing.
It was fun when we made it look 3D.
Oh, you mean the, oop, that's probably too much. The,
3D.
look at how fast it's changing,
The
Joey.
3D snowflakes.
Look at that.
It's already looking chunky.
Yeah, it happens really fast. But I also sort of probably glued a little too much.
Chunky and fat.
I don't know what I'd call it. How about thick? Thick's a better word. So this just sits for a couple minutes. It'll thicken right up and we'll be able to boop, boop, boop.
And it will be strong. Just kidding.
And it'll be able to make peaks. So we'll be able to put snow on there.
Wait, we'll put real snow on it?
No, this sounds silly.
Oh.
Okay. So that
Take the spoon and eat
is
it.
already that thick. But we don't want to eat it.
I do.
Okay. So we should have set a timer, shouldn't we?
Yeah. Oh.
Well, here. You want to get the heat gun over there and we'll see if we can dry this up a little bit?
Heat gun. Heat gun.
Now remember, this does get very hot.
Can I try to use
Well, fix that cord.
it?
You can't put your fingers under it and you can't get too close to it because this is paper, right?
Uh-huh.
And so this gets very hot.
I can.
It's just not as noisy as a regular
So
paper.
here? Where's our hold?
You can hold it right there. And just don't put it too close down to anything and don't put your hand under it. Just keep moving it. Move, move, move. Nope, too close. Let's stay farther back. Let me show you something. So I like to go like this. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta watch what you're doing.
Okay.
So what do you think a person could do with something like this?
I don't know. Like, put it on their kitchen table?
Or maybe set it on your kitchen counter so it's standing up. Okay, you're getting a little wild there. Because what we have to do is we have to dry this all, and then we'll get it wet again, right?
Sorry, Nana.
Are you?
Yeah. Problem Bobby.
Trying fast.
I think it's dry.
That part there is getting very dark. Oh, there it goes.
And right here isn't painty.
Well, see, no, like, did you see how green that was? And then as it dried, it gets a little lighter. See, so this, we could actually walk away and just come back tomorrow. Because with this paint, there's not a sealer in there. If we wanted to do that, we could. But other paints, we probably wouldn't want to leave it that long. But this one, we could leave for a long time. Doesn't matter. Because it'll just
Could we take it off now?
reactivate.
Could we take it off?
Well,
Could
hold
I
tight.
now?
Hold tight.
The funnest part is taking it off.
It is. So hold on. We're going to let it sit here for a minute and dry a little more. You're going to tell me something about school today or something.
Every day, at the time we do this, will you ask me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, you didn't go to school today.
I did. Oh yeah, I was finishing lunch and
I hope this is a happy
everyone
story.
went outside.
In the rain? Wasn't it raining all day?
Not at lunch. Everyone went outside for recess, but a few people, they were still eating.
Okay, is this a
For
good
lunch.
happy story?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it's funny.
Okay.
Then they called inside recess. Well, Jocelyn just happened to finish eating at the same time. So we were just walking. So we went back upstairs. We were going back to our classrooms. Mrs. Fish walked by and asked what we were doing up there, and we told her. So she suggested for us to go back into our classrooms to read. So I went back into my classroom. And then people just started running across the door. So I walked over to the door. It was like, oh. And then someone ran into our classroom. Then more people started running into our classroom.
Yeah.
And it was my class.
So you were the first one there, and they didn't know how you got there so fast?
They did.
So did it start raining? Is that why they called it inside recess?
Due to the weather.
Yeah. Okay. Do you like indoor recess or no? Do you like indoor recess or no?
In the winter, yes.
Why? Because it's so cold?
Unless it's high snow.
Oh, you like it when there's a lot of snow to climb around in?
Yeah, but I don't like that it's cold. I only like the snow. And then I get extra stuff to keep me more warm, and I don't get cold unless snow goes up my jacket.
Okay. So, let's see.
I feel like I get frostbite.
We're going to check this. But we actually have to put water on it. So, here. You know what we have to do.
Water?
Yes. I'm hoping it's dry enough. We're sort of rushing it a little bit, but we'll see.
Can do it? Should I try?
Are you ready? Okay, go ahead. You don't need to go swimming here.
Hey, squirt.
See, that's good. So what I usually do is I use my hand and get it all across there to make sure it's all moved.
Wet hands. It's fun to have wet hands.
Unless you're outside in the cold.
Yeah. I don't like being wet outside. In the cold. Gets the water cold.
So, do you know why we get it wet again?
Why?
Because we need this paper to be able to lift up. Because we want the paper to come up.
Now we do it?
And
Now we lift it?
we want the paper to come up and what to stay down.
The tree.
Yes.
Can
So
I
let's
lift
just,
it?
you're only going to peek first and see if it's holding the tree on there. Keep peeling. Just go back like this. Roll it backwards. Oh. Okay. How about you? Here, we'll go like this.
The mirror.
What? It's okay. It's called distressed. And that might be because we didn't leave it sit for a really long time. Or it's just the way we put the paint on. But do you like the way it looks? I do.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Now we don't want this to like go down on the table that way. We got to keep it up because you can use it a second time, remember? What do you think of that? Pretty super cool.
Mm-hmm.
So now what's the other thing we have to remember? If we touch that, what'll happen? The paint will move, right? Because it's still fresh paint. So,
We have to let it dry.
do we want to put our frosting on? Do we want to seal it?
Frosting.
Well, hold on. We could spray seal it first.
Yeah, spray seal it.
So that, no, not with water. You will take your whole thing off of there. So, this stuff, yeah, shake it, smidge.
Can I do that part?
This one I don't want you to do. And I might even have you just walk away a minute. Because this is not like our paint that's non-toxic. And it does stink a tiny bit. Are you okay?
I like the smell of spray paint. I'll just do it over here.
And I'll do just on the tree part. So if you want to rub some of this back, we still can, okay?
Hey, the tree's not,
Probably should have dried it even a little more again.
the tree's not dark anymore.
What do you mean it's not dark anymore? Like that's just a little bit so that when we do it with the other stuff, it doesn't. It's sort of stinky, right? We could actually get the air
smells
purifier
good.
going. Now listen, because this isn't sealed, look what we can do. We can go across there and it'll take some of that off and you can let your dark blue show up if you want to. You want to do that?
No.
No? You sure?
Thought we were gonna put a white there.
Well, we can. But we can like let this come back a little bit if you like that. You like that?
Christmas tree.
Do you like that? You're not answering me.
No. Not
So then do
really.
you want to get the light blue on here before we finish that?
Yeah.
Okay. A little bit of, it doesn't smell too awful, but it smells a little bit.
But it
You
smells
okay
also,
with that?
It also smells good. Little.
Yeah. That's why we only sprayed a tiny little bit. Now remember, careful brushing so you don't get on your tree.
Oh.
What? Oh. Just don't bump your tree or you'll get paint on your tree. No.
Okay.
Okay. I think the rest looks pretty good.
Wait.
I'll get that tiny bit there if you want to keep it all solid. I sort of liked it wiped back, but if you don't. And then we need like a dabby brush. Check our frosting. Ooh, look at that, Joey.
Whoa. Wait.
No.
Where's the plate?
Oh, sorry. Get over here. So do you remember how we did this?
No.
So we'll take a brush and you can just dab on there and put the snow across the bottom. Sort of like maybe like a stencil brush.
This would be perfect.
No, I think we need more like
But-
a stencil brush.
Oh. Ah. Yes.
Here's a little stencil brush. Come here. So I want to show you on a second side of the plate.
I know what to do.
Now hold on. So when you do it, get it,
And
and then go
I remember.
like that. So it sort of pops up. You don't want to get too much, but you can try. You can try. And you can bring it up onto the bottom of your tree. So it's like the tree sitting outside in the snow. So it's getting a little thinner. Do you want it thick? You just put a little more on and let it come up. What? Turn a tiny bit for you.
Trying to get this up.
Just watch your arm. Let's turn it a tiny bit. There we go. Okay, here. Let me show you it. And then you can decide if you like that or if you need to change a little bit of something.
There's no sun.
Well, we're not painting a sun. Yeah, it's a cloudy day. Sometimes you don't see the sun. You like it like that? Because your
If you added a
snow
cloud?
thicker? let's let it just be like this for right now. But you know what we could do? We could take a teeny tiny paintbrush and get a little snow and put it up on some of the branches, maybe. Would you like to do that? We gotta find a tiny paintbrush.
Microscopic.
Oh, this one could be very good. Okay, let's see how we would want to do this. Now, you gotta think about it a minute because your snow is gonna sit.
We also add snow.
Hold on. Your snow is gonna sit on top of your branches, not under them, right? So look at your branch and just sort of, and you don't want it on the whole tree, but it could be on some, like that. You like that?
Yeah. Could I also add some snow in the sky with this?
Let's put it on your tree because this is piling snow right now.
Wait, this thing was stuck.
That's a little better than that spot where I started. How about you fix some of that? Yeah, that's better.
I wonder what Allie would do if she saw it. Me doing this.
I don't know. Probably want to come across the front too, because those, yeah.
Maybe a little along the whole tree. Maybe a little bit on the top.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I could paint a star. There's no star.
Remember, you're making it sitting snow, so don't go too crazy. Let me take some of that. Oh, maybe not. And don't hide your ornament.
Oh. Wait, we could put a little.
Now look, if you're gonna get,
ornaments.
you could have put a tiny bit up on top. That would be cute. Oop, don't go crazy. You got a little bit, lot on your brush. Hold on, let me see if I can pull some of that. That's okay. Just there you go. And sort of spread some in there. No, that's not what I meant. So you still want to dab it, honey? Now listen, you still want to dab so it looks like sitting snow. Okay, let's not go crazy because you don't want the snow to drag the whole tree down. And usually I think it'll be heavier at the bottom than it will at the top. So maybe stay a little lighter at the top, okay? Ah, like that, that's pretty. And pull some into the middle. Unless by the wind blew it all away on this side. Do you need some more anywhere? Maybe down in this spot? Remember, it's frosting. We're dabbing it. Put some more down here, probably. Looks pretty good. You think it looks like snow sitting on the branches?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Do you want to do more, or are you done?
Could I add like little snowflakes?
I would like to find
The cloud.
I don't want to do a cloud. You gotta think, is this gonna be for mommy? What would she like?
See,
I don't know, Joey. I like yours better than mine.
probably doesn't want it.
No.
Oh no, she doesn't want a cloud.
Well, because remember when we were talking about it?
Actually, I will give it to mommy.
Well, because remember when we were talking, mommy said it would, to her, it would be
you?
like it was one sitting in her in a house. And then we said,
Mommy
oh,
or you?
okay. So what do you think? Do you like it like that, or do you want a little more?
I really want to add some snowflakes.
Okay, if I could, we need to find a way to put some pretty little snowflakes. Because you don't want it to be all crazy.
Little of these, like, just
Well, let's practice
dab.
it on something. Let's, ooh, let me show you. Oh, here, hold on. Oh, here, practice on this. Just put some snowflakes there to
You
show me
want
what you're,
snowflakes on there?
it's okay, because it's, yeah, see, that's sort of a lot on there. I think that will make you big blobs that you won't like with your snowflakes. So how about you get less on there? Because that, you don't want big, you don't want it to be a major snowstorm, do you?
No.
And see, that's awful close together. That'll be like a lot. So I think if I was you, I would do it like, watch. You gonna pay attention?
In a second.
If I were you, I would do like one here, one here, one here. Spread them out more, okay? Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
And some of them could be a little bigger and some could be a little smaller. Now don't put it down in too hard. That's a lot on there. Wipe it back. That's good. Remember, this is globby snow right now. Spread them a little more, hon. Do some just tiny dots though. Hold on, what's happening? Let me check your paintbrush. It's losing its point. You want it to be still just a little dab. There you go. Okay, hold on. Let's wait. Stop. You can keep going and you can get sort of crazy and get too much. I think it looks pretty good.
I don't think it looks good so far.
Joey, if you put too many, you're gonna think it's what?
These are a little dimmer.
You want okay.
I want
You
to
can
make
put
them light again.
okay.
They're supposed to be.
Beautiful.
I want some more close to the bottom.
Okay. Just don't put too many in a straight row. Okay, hold on.
Trying.
Now look.
What about that side?
Remember, they don't go in every spot. You got to make it look natural.
Wait, one right here.
Okay. Okay. I think it's beautiful. I really do. So if you want to show everybody, just be careful. Don't bump the bottom because you'll still smush your snow that's not dry. Oof.
That was the snow.
So what do you think?
Ew.
You.
Good.
I think it's good. So we need to let this sit. Oh, you're not.
No.
You think it's good? Okay, so we need to let this sit and dry, and then we really need to put a whole nother top coat over top of the whole thing. But I think we would do that tomorrow. Let it dry overnight, and then tomorrow we'll put a good top coat on. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.